I made more money doing this for myself than I ever made combined in my life working.
Yeah.
From 2020 to now, I made more money doing this business than I ever made throughout my entire life working combined.
What is your name and what do you do?
Latravius Whetstone is my government name. Carbon-Based Cellfood is my business name. I do holistic, natural herbal healing, natural remedies, herbs for the healing of the nations. We learned that, as kids growing up, going to church, reading the Bible. We understand that herbs for the healing of the nations. So that's why I got into these herbs to take us back to, being in, obeying, basically obeying God, obeying nature, obeying the word, basically.
Gotcha.
So that's what this business, consists of.
Talk about how you got started on the journey. What inspired you to start?
What inspired my journey? I'm gonna take you back to like 2015. I used to eat a lot of candy, a lot of sweets.
Right.
So I had a lot of problem with my teeth. And I would go to the dentist and I would get them pulled and all that. And then I started to just think about, if I continue on this path, I'm probably not gonna have teeth in my mouth. You feel me? So just me, being aware of like having to change something was really like the beginning,
right?
The initial start. So I started to just, everybody use, the internet and TikTok and Google for information. So I was just starting to look up healthier options. I knew I had to stop doing things that was going to, compromise my grill, my teeth.
Right, of course.
So I started doing little things like trying to switch my breakfast food, not eating grits and waffles and sausages, but they're trying to do like pineapples and strawberries, right. Just trying something different.
Right.
This is me getting into it initially. So as I'm doing that, I'm learning what this experience is about, because when you think about being healthy, you don't really understand the process as a whole, what you got to go through when you talk about healing naturally. We used to the patchwork healing that come from the doctors and, the medical field. That's what we used to.
Right. Yeah.
So when we speak on healing, we don't even have the right mind frame to comprehend what it takes.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So,
okay.
And a lot of times we don't ask the right questions either. But that's how I got started. So I started to just slowly incorporate, fruits into my breakfast, and slowly tried fasting, and slowly tried stop eating meat, and slowly tried to incorporate other substitutions. And so I just basically went at a pace that was good enough for me to transition successfully.
Right. Not just run straight to it.
Because you probably gonna fail if you do that.
Right. Baby steps.
Yes. You're probably gonna fail if you try to just jump right into it, because you used to doing what you've been brought up on doing.
Right.
You used to that. It's kind of like reverting back to your training.
Right.
You gonna revert when you get put into a situation. You gonna only revert back to what you know.
Right.
You only can revert back to what you know. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, you just gotta give yourself time to, but you gotta really want to do it though. That's the whole key of transitioning. You gotta really want it
Right.
Understand, you probably have a day where you dip, but this not where you want to stay. You don't want to just be talking about it. You want to really get to this goal you're trying to get to at the end.
Right. Gotta have that discipline.
That's the word. Not motivation, but discipline.
Right.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. So talk about what was you doing in life before you got started in the business?
Before this life right here, man, I was rapping. I was a big club guy. I was I was basically I was a big go out to eat guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Basically just a normal toxic life that a toxic person could live.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I was doing. A lot of smoking. I wasn't really drinking like that, but I, indoors when we, go out to clubs and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, and I probably had, some issues dealing with me before I even got onto the health journey, but I didn't realize it, or I didn't know because I never took the time to go to the doctor to see.
Right. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And as a man, that's like one of our biggest issues with me being in this space. I recognize that men is probably the ones that's least likely to incorporate this information.
Yeah.
The ego is too strong.
We think we'll be all right.
Right.
Too strong.
You want to be tough. Right.
That pride.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But that's only causing harm as it continue to build up over time.
Right.
The women, on the other hand, they far more likely to like, oh, yeah, let me try that.
Yeah.
Women gonna go get monthly checkups. Women gonna do that on the regular.
Men go 5 years without no type of checkup.
When we almost dead.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Then you go. So that gotta change.
Right.
I know that because I did that too. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's how I know that part. So yeah, man, just I was living a regular, life. Listen, my lunch used to be, I would go to like Little Caesars, get me a $5 box.
Yeah.
I go to the dollar store, get me a bag of dill pickle chips and like a Powerade. That would be my lunch. I would eat that like every day. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So, it's just but I wanted to do this though. I wanted to get healthy. I made a promise to my grandmama, man, after she passed away, that I was going to be the leader of being healthy.
Right.
You feel me? A lot of people just like to give you a bunch of do this. You feel me? I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do it and then let you see me and then be inspired to do it.
Right.
Without me having to kind of preach it to you. You could just watch me and want to do it.
No talking, let the action speak.
There you go.
Well, talk about what motivates you to just keep attacking life daily.
The number one thing that motivates me to keep attacking life daily is my son and not failing him.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't necessarily about me, really. It's about not failing him. I want, when I envision my life 20, 30 years from now, I want my son to look at me and be proud that I'm his daddy.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want to put him in a position that I never was put in.
Right.
At growing up. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Show him how to put his kids in a better position than I put him in.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's like probably the number one thing that keep me motivated the most is that legacy. That's what I want to. That's the number one thing that I want to expand upon as I get deeper into this business and get older in my life.
Yeah.
My legacy, So I got one son now, but creating a family is something that, a legacy requires.
Gotcha. Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's something that's like, that I want to do. And yeah, man. So, and then I got a lot of people that I didn't realize that rely on me
Right.
to be their inspiration to keep going daily to be healthier.
Yeah.
So I got a allegiance to them.
Mm-hmm. Cause you sparked the journey for them.
So I can't quit on them.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Got to keep going.
I owe it to them.
Yeah.
Which they helping me.
Yeah.
Little do they know. They helping me help them.
Right.
Because they allowing me to stay focused on, I can't let these people down.
Yeah.
They waiting on me.
How did that make you feel when you realized you had such an impact on other people's lives?
Listen, that's probably the best feeling a person could have.
Yeah.
Not even because I didn't know I was having this impact on people.
Right.
I didn't know that. It was when they started telling me, and then I'm like, no, man, don't give me that credit that you doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, no, you really you helping me.
Right.
You helping me. That's probably the best feeling in the whole world, bro. It's no feeling that can match that feeling right there.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Talk about your business. When did you first get started? When did you open?
So with the business, I started when COVID came. The exact time when the COVID came, they let everybody go home, no more working.
Yeah.
Man, we was doing all type of we was on unemployment. They were sending us all this money and
Crazy
everything.
times.
It was like crazy.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I got all this money. I got to do something.
Right.
So this is like 2020. So this was like my metamorphosis. This is like I'm in my transform. I'm going through you feel me?
Yeah.
I started reading books. I started, studying how to better myself, or how to raise my vibration,
right.
or how to get my frequency on another level, or how to manifest, how to bring things that I want into my life. This is what I'm starting to, study while I'm in this space of confinement while we at home.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So, and then it just, it came. I started doing, at first, I started with a little 16-ounce mason jar with just a couple of little herbs.
Yeah.
I started like that. I was so shocked. The first person ever bought something, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
I was like, somebody really bought it.
You get that one and make you believe you can do a million.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, man. I remember the first girl that bought something from me. Her name is Sarah. She's my friend on Facebook. Her name is Sarah. Sarah Smile is her name, from Louisiana. She was the first person that bought something from me, bro. I always gonna remember her.
Yeah.
I always gonna remember her.
That first customer.
First person. And I was like, I was shocked. I'm like, but because I want to know, like, what made her believe in me?
Right.
Why?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that was the, intriguing part about it. So I just went with it. I didn't know nothing about inventory. I didn't know nothing about websites. Nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't try to wait for the perfect storm to start.
Yeah. You just got to get started.
And then let it develop.
Right.
As you go on.
Yeah.
That's how I did.
Okay.
So I started on social media at first. TikTok is where I built my following at.
Mm-hmm.
From January 1st, 2022 to 2023, I went live on TikTok every single day. I'm talking about every single day.
Okay.
When I quit my job, it kind of like I put the pressure on myself.
Right.
Now it's on me.
Because you're not trying to go back.
Now, exactly.
Yeah.
So if this go wrong, I have nobody to turn and say, it's on me now.
Yeah. So
that was my avenue to help me leave my job and live this life how I'm living now. Yeah. So it was on social media at first. Then May the 1st, 2023, after it grew, I had to come here.
Yeah.
Because it got bigger. And this gonna get bigger too.
Right.
I'm gonna have to move to another space.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But That's how I started.
Let's talk about that. What was your goals when you first started with the one jars?
Listen, my goal was help people get healthier.
Yeah.
That was the goal. The only goal. Like I said, I didn't understand my impact, what I would have on people. I didn't understand. None of that was even in the thought process.
Right.
I was just like, man, these herbs is something that everybody need to be on.
Right.
We need to be taught this information about how this food really ain't good for us. We need to know this.
All this processed
I want
food.
to tell people.
Yeah.
That was the motivation.
Yeah.
Let me just tell people this. Then from there, it just, I guess with me just giving the information allowed them to be like, you know what? I believe what he's saying. I'll trust him.
Right.
And that's, what started the whole, when I got the, hey, let me buy this from you. I'm like, well, I don't have it, but you know what? I probably should get it.
Right.
If y'all keep asking me for it, I probably should get it because y'all want to get it from me.
Right.
And that's what started me to getting the herbs more and finding out where I can go to get a wholesale supplier and how to cut the middleman out. Because when you're a businessman compared to a consumer,
yeah,
it's different.
Yeah.
When you try to go in and buy items for a business, they typically gonna give you bulk prices, and
right.
when you a consumer, you only gonna get what a consumer. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's different.
All the profit put
you
on
learn that as you go on, though. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, man. But it's been fun.
Right.
Along the way, it's been fun. Bro, I made more money doing this for myself than I ever made combined in my life working.
Yeah.
From 2020 to now, I made more money doing this business than I ever made throughout my entire life working combined.
Yeah.
Yes.
Talk about the feeling of that. How that make you feel?
Okay. The feeling is great.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure everybody got a vision of them not working for nobody else.
Right.
I'm sure everybody got that vision, at some point in their life.
Yeah.
But, you got to be careful. Because once you start making money, you can get complacent because you think you done made it.
Yeah.
But you really haven't made it. You just above the people who is not trying to do what you're doing. Right. You see what I'm saying? It's levels.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Somebody that make 100 million a day, if you got 1,000 or 100,000, that ain't really money to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see? But if you make 100,000, somebody only make 20 and they still getting the income tax, you probably you doing better than them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But you'll get complacent with that 100K.
Yeah.
If you ain't careful. You see what I'm saying?
And that's what
or you will lose it all.
Yeah. Real quick.
So you want to learn how to do continuous improvement.
Yeah.
Continuous growth. That's why I say, whatever avenue that you in,
yeah,
you want to see the people that's successful in that avenue, study them, and then try to incorporate something from them that's useful into your craft, but with your spin.
Right.
That's every year.
Yeah.
Something should be improving every year.
Got to. Because if you're not improving, it's just like, your glass full. You think your glass full. You don't want a full glass.
You're going to get left behind.
Yeah.
Trust me. As every year pass by, something new going to come.
Yeah.
Every year. So if you stay stagnant, you're going to get left behind just off of natural occurrences. You're going to get left behind.
Right.
Because something new is coming every year.
Yeah. What are some things you want to implement in your business to bring, whether it's more customers, more money? What is your goals right now? What do you want to do?
My goal right now to implement with my business, now I'm working on expansion and hiring.
Mm-hmm.
So hiring like 2 people, to run the store, like when I'm not here or when I gotta go, that's gonna give me a lot more free time to do more promoting.
Right.
And allow them while they working for me to promote the business as well. So that's gonna open up two different, avenues or audiences of people.
Right.
From their viewpoint. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Okay. What were your biggest challenges when you first got into business, and how did you overcome it?
The biggest challenge would be the funding. It's probably the biggest challenge. And how I got over that hump, I was blessed. I was blessed to be able to have now my business coach, her name Marquita Leonard, but she owned this business called Bright Beginnings Credit Repair. And we basically from the same place in Alabama, basically from the same place. And she a multimillionaire and everything. But she helped me.
Right.
She helped me, learn about getting different fundings and getting different loans and getting different, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then I had these two girls from Houston, Texas that they kind of like they kind of helped put me on.
Yeah.
They kind of helped put me on as far as like, cause like now we got this thing called sea moss that's like popular.
Yeah.
So they put me in a great position as far as being known for selling the sea moss. So I got to give a shout out to them. So that helped me bring in my first time ever making $10,000 a month.
Yeah.
Was because of them.
Yeah.
My first time ever having $20,000 on a credit card on my business was because of my business coach.
Right.
See what I'm saying? So I was blessed to have some people that was already along the way.
Right.
That helped me.
Yeah.
So my journey, while it was a tough one, it wasn't, overbearing because I had some resources.
Yeah. It's good to have those resources because sometimes as an entrepreneur you lost and you just need advice from somebody to spark your imagination or just to, when you're in a room, you don't want to be the smartest one in the room because you can't learn nothing. You can't learn nothing. Talk about what's your approach with maintaining relationships with your customers?
Oh, man, being relatable.
Yeah.
And being you. People can sense if you trying too hard.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I only be me.
Yeah.
And if you ask anybody about me, if you ask 10 people about me, they're probably gonna tell you the same exact thing. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm the same way. I'm relatable. I'm easy to talk to. You can talk to me anytime. I'm being relatable, man.
Yeah.
That's what the people want. They don't want to, be feeling like they being shunned away because you don't became this too big of a person, or you too big now, you can't talk to them, or you too big, you can't. You see what I'm saying? So I always want to remain relatable and always want to remain authentic and let them feel that. Let them feel that, that vibe I'm giving.
Gotcha,
So, yeah, man, that's number one.
How do you balance personal life with the demands of running a business?
You know what? This probably was the hardest thing for me.
Yeah.
Finding a balance. I can't even say I found it yet. I probably still ain't found it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Because it's all on you.
Right. It's all on me. And I know how I want everything to go.
Right.
So trusting somebody else to do that is something that I'm learning to do.
Right.
That's why I'm gotta get my workers and everything.
Yeah.
Because if I'm gonna have to trust them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But I do. People tell me often, man, rest. Sometimes just rest.
Recover.
Just chill.
Yeah.
You always on the go. You always doing this. You always got orders, and you always doing this. Tell the people, give them 7 days for shipping. Give yourself a break. Yeah. I'm like, no, I can't. I gotta keep. You see what I'm saying?
Push the gas harder.
But really, they right.
Yeah, they are.
You see what I'm saying?
You'll burn yourself out.
Yes. You'll burn yourself out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I have problems with that too. And you got to tell yourself, like, you deserve a break. Pat yourself on the back for where you done came. If you look at where you was at 5 years ago and look at where you're set, look where you at now.
Yeah.
You'll be happy where you came from. So it's like, all right, take a 3-day break. Even one day not gonna hurt you.
No, it's not. 3 days ain't gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Because you've been going hard back to back to back to back to back. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, so you got to get out of, don't get into because what I did early, I got into this mind frame of wanting to please every customer. You'll get lost in that.
Right.
If you do that. Because you ain't going to please everybody. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
No matter if you do it right the whole time. You could do everything perfectly right every single time.
Yeah.
One person is going to find fault with it. So you can't please everybody even when you're doing it right.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
I got you.
So I had to get out of that thought process too.
So let's talk about, me, myself included. A lot of people think eating healthy, drinking healthy, having a healthier life is expensive. Can you talk about that a little bit?
That's probably the biggest myth of being healthy.
Yeah.
Is that it's expensive. Everything is expensive.
Yeah.
Everything is expensive. It's expensive to not have life insurance and pass away and have to sell fish sandwiches to get the money to bury you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But when it comes to being healthy, you got to learn where to shop at.
Mm-hmm.
You can't shop at places like Walmart and, Target, and those not the places that you really want to go to when you're looking for your healthy variety. You want to go to more international markets.
Gotcha. Okay.
You want to go to more, farmers markets, produce stands, because that's where you're going to get your bang for your buck, really.
All right.
So I find places like Indian stores, grocery stores.
Yeah.
I got a couple of markets I go to in Atlanta called the Calves Farmers Market, Cities Farmers Market, Namday Moon Farmers Market, Atlanta State Farmers Market. See, this is where I go.
Right.
So I know I can go there and get what I want for. I can take $100 with me and go get everything I need. All my vegetables, all my fruit, everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All my greens, all my spices, all my mushrooms, everything I need. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Okay.
So it just I think for the most part, people so used to having the excuse of it's expensive to not be able to or not want to indulge in a healthier lifestyle.
Right.
Because when Thanksgiving come around, nobody ever complained about chitlins being $45 a bucket.
Yeah. And get 3 buckets.
And everybody gonna have.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So it's just what you prioritizing.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. What does success mean to you?
Success mean to me is legacy, putting my son, the people after me, my family after me in a position to succeed. That's what success is for me. Helping other people who want to be in this entrepreneur space, giving them gems that I didn't have or I didn't get for free.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Helping other people as much as I can. If you need whatever, if it's something that I can give you, just off strength of just being a good person, I'm gonna get that to you.
Right.
With no charge attached to it. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
That's what being successful is. Helping other people and then helping your family. You gotta help your family. You gotta do that. Then you want to help other people first or after that. So that's what it is to me.
Gotcha. Okay. If you could give one piece of advice to the world, one lesson of values, what would you say?
One piece of advice to the world, go off your own experience. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
experience is the best teacher. So if experience is the best teacher, the only way that a person could know something is by going through it.
Right.
Somebody else can give you a precursor of how it went for them.
Right.
That ain't necessarily how you gonna experience it.
Yeah.
So that's the piece of advice for the world. Experience it yourself. That's with anything. If you want to learn how to eat healthier, you know, I shouldn't tell you, hey, look, don't eat pineapples because it's blah blah blah. You should be able to say, well, look, I eat the pineapple. For me, the pineapple do me good.
Right.
I say, well, look, for me, the pineapple, it don't do me too good. That's okay.
Yeah.
You know it worked for you. I know it don't work for me.
Right. Different bodies.
Experience it. All right, man. So right here we got over 120 different herbs, okay? So like I said in the beginning, we know that herbs is for the healing of the nations. So each herb, and they're all in alphabetical order, each herb has benefits. Anything that could harm us, we have a herb that is, that's for that particular thing. So we got different herbs like elderberry. If we're dealing with like this time of the year when it's got colds and flu and allergies, we got elderberry. We make elderberry syrup. This is like our top seller during the winter months. This is a small jar. This is a bigger jar. All right. So we got elderberry syrup that we make. Everything is homemade. We make parasite blends. We use the bitters. We use herbs like Cascara sagrada right here, black walnut hulls, make you like a parasite cleanse. So basically, we got liver cleanse herbs. We use the hydrangea for. We got all type of herb, long cleanse herb. We use the people who dealing with anything like C-19, COVID. Herbs like mullein leaf, which good for your respiratory system, bronchitis, asthma, emphysema, things like that. The female herbs that's dealing with yoni steaming, things like that. Red clover is an herb for the women. So man, we just got a bunch of different, herb. We make herbal blends. Like this right here. This is an herbal blend that's for the female reproductive system. It's called endo-PCOS, which is mean endometriosis and PCOS. It helps heal those things that women deal with. So we make those, we got sea moss juice. This is like probably my best seller overall of anything in the store. These certain people, they like sea moss gel, but they don't like the texture.
Right.
So to bypass the texture, I started to infuse the sea moss into the juice.
Yeah.
You can get the fruit that you're really looking for.
Gotcha. Okay.
So this is sea moss juice that I make. I've been doing that. It's like a #1 seller. I go all throughout the country, man. I go to Nashville, Florida, North Carolina, selling that juice, man, all throughout the world. So yeah, we do that. We got sage sticks. We got Palo Santo for people that's into that, people that's into like healthy toothbrushes. We got miswak sticks. It's what the Indian used to use to brush their teeth with. So we got miswak sticks. Then we have capsules. If you're somebody that like to be on the go a lot, you don't have time to make you some tea at home. We got ginger root. Ginger root good if you got a upset stomach. If you got liver issues, you got inflammation issues. Ginger root, something you want to be on. If you got colon issues, Cascara sagrada, something you want to be on. If you got blood purification issues, you got blood sugar issues, you got stagnant liver issues, burdock root, something you want to be on. Now this right here is sea moss, burdock, and bladderwrack capsules. Now this is like your 1 a day vitamin. This is like your natural vitamins, like 1 a day. Then we got these male arousal pills for the men, who got erectile dysfunction and things like that. Got all kinds of hair oil, maternal oil, that's good for your hair. We got the castor oil, that's good. We got the shea butter down here. We got the lavender oil right here. We got the African black soap in a body wash form right here. All right. And yeah, man, so we got a lot of little natural health products. So if you're looking for any type of herbal blends or herbal concoctions that's for any specific thing, high blood pressure, liver, kidney, whatever it could be, we can put together a herbal blend, or you can get a specific herb to help you address this discomfort that you're dealing with.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Sound good.
Yeah. And right here inside of the case, we got some mugs, which I want to gift one to you.
Hey, I appreciate that, man.
I want to gift one to you.
Okay.
We got these mugs right here. Now we got some other little stones, carnelian stones and labradorite stones and red jasper stones and tourmaline stones that we use those to make like necklaces with and things like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, we everything we do, we're about being healthier. We don't want to be healthy because we want to live to be 500 years old.
Right.
We just want to be in a good, we want to live a good quality life. We don't want to be codependent on a machine if we don't have to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's why we want to be healthy.